Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from American Tower Corporation, and let me tell you, it's not just about building more cell towers, or is it? I mean, who knew tower companies could have so much going on under the hood? So, what are we looking at today? This is an 8K report, which companies file when big, important stuff happens that investors should know about immediately. In this case, it's about American Tower sharing their financial results for the past year. Let's get into it. The report dropped on February 25, 2025. That's the date to keep in mind as we look at what happened the previous year. Okay, let's cut to the chase and talk about the results of their operations and financial condition. That is, how they did as a company. American Tower put out a press release about their financial results for 2024, which is included in this report. This press release is like a highlight reel of the year, sharing the good, the bad, and everything in between. Before we get too deep, you should know that American Tower is a publicly traded company, which means anyone can buy their stock. You can find it on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol AMT. They also have several series of senior notes, which are a type of debt that are also traded on the exchange. These notes have different interest rates and maturity dates, meaning when the debt needs to be paid back. It's like the company has different loans that need to be paid back at different times, with some costing more than others. Now let's see how the company performed. Of course, the key performance indicator is financials. Remember, they announced financial results for the year ended December 31, 2024. Alright, let's dive into the numbers that matter. While the report provides a detailed overview, let's focus on the big picture. I'm talking about revenue, profit, and debt. These are the key figures that tell the story of American Tower's financial health. Unfortunately, this report itself doesn't contain the hard financial numbers like revenue and profit. It only mentions the press release with the financial results. So, without the detailed financial numbers in this specific 8K filing, we are limited on how far we can go into the numbers. However, based on past trends and general knowledge of the industry, here's what we can assume and discuss about American Tower's financial performance. As a tower company, revenue is driven by leasing space on their towers to mobile carriers like Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. So, to increase revenue, American Tower needs to do a few things: add more tenants to existing towers, build new towers, or acquire other tower companies. They might also increase rents. A key metric to watch is the tenancy ratio, that is how many tenants on average each tower has. When it comes to profit, that's revenue minus all the expenses. For a tower company, major expenses include the cost of maintaining the towers, property taxes, and interest payments on their debt. As a capital-intensive business, American Tower usually has a lot of debt on its balance sheet. They borrow money to build or buy towers. This can be a good thing as it allows them to grow faster, but it also means they have to make those interest payments. This is something to watch carefully as it can become a problem if revenue slows down. One of the most important parts of this report is Exhibit 99.1, which is the actual press release about the earnings. It would have all the important numbers and details we'd love to discuss. Unfortunately, the content of the exhibit isn't included in the provided text, so we can't go into the details of it. Even without the exact financials, we can still talk about what this report signals about American Tower. First, the fact that they released this information means they're committed to keeping investors informed. They're following the rules and regulations set by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, which helps build trust. Second, by looking at the trends in their industry, we can get a sense of how American Tower might be doing. The demand for mobile data is growing rapidly, so the need for tower infrastructure is also growing. The rollout of 5G technology is a major driver, as it requires more towers and antennas than older technologies. However, there are also challenges. Competition among tower companies is intense, and mobile carriers are always looking for ways to reduce their costs. Finally, let's talk about who's responsible for this report. The signature at the end shows that Rodney M. Smith, the Executive Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, and Treasurer of American Tower, is certifying that the information is accurate. This is a big deal as executives can face serious consequences if they sign off on false or misleading information. So what's our take on American Tower? Based on what we know about the industry and the company, they appear to be well positioned for growth. But as said earlier, the reliance on debt is a key thing to keep in mind, because rising interest rates will hurt the company in the long run. We also want to look deeper into the financial statements. Ultimately, it's hard to say if the company did well or bad without reviewing the actual numbers. Thanks for watching, and if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings.